In this part of the tutorial, we'll discuss creating a character and beginning a game. This section of the program is modular. Depending on the game I want to play, I can just sneak in a different set of slides. At the moment, I'm speaking with my Learning and Technology class, and I doubt that any of you would be interested in the long details of creating a character. So we'll do a tutorial-sized portion instead. The reason that I've used video so much is to get my prospective players used to chatting online. After some research, I've studied a number of online programs that cater to online gaming. Unfortunately, most of them cater to the rules side of gaming, which is something only critical for gamist players. These programs require all dialogue to occur through text-based chat messages. As a narrativist, I came to the conclusion that these digital tabletops might be really nice additional tools to use, but the real magic needs to be done in a program like Google Hangouts, where players can see each other's faces and, more importantly, hear ourselves talk. All you need for Google Hangouts is a Gmail account, which is free, and the Google Hangouts plugin if you're using Safari or Firefox as your internet browser. Make sure you have a microphone for your computer, either external or internal. Webcam would also be nice, but it's not as important if you don't mind that we can't see your face. I set up the video call from my Google Hangout, inviting you as players. I can invite you into the chat either by email or by sending you a website address to join us. Welcome to Hogwarts Unsorted. This game will take place in the fictional universe written by J.K. Rowling, specifically in the School of Wizardry where the books are set. The game will take place a few years after Harry Potter and his cohorts have all graduated, but also before any of their children show up. You have the whole school to yourselves. It's your first year. You've just arrived from the train. But there's a problem. The sorting hat, the magical garment that is used to sort the students into the 4 Hogwarts houses, has gone missing, perhaps destroyed. Without the hat, the faculty of Hogwarts were forced to let the students choose their own houses. This may sound simple at first, but think about it. Someone stole that hat for a reason. Someone must have had a reason for it, and probably had something to do with the first years that would have otherwise been properly sorted. This game will be about trying to solve that mystery. Be careful. This hero won't be like any of the others. All of the older students are very skeptical of you. Are you really Ravenclaw materia? Or do you just think you are? The rest of the school knows something is up. They just don't know who's responsible or why. It's going to be a tough year. Uniqueness. J.K. Rowling has created dozens of characters over the course of 7 books and 8 movies. This isn't a simulationist game, meaning you won't be playing Harry Potter. I don't even want you to play a Harry Potter look-alike with purple hair. Create a character of your very own. And it's okay to let an established character inspire you, just don't copy it wholesale. And remember, this character must be different from you. Not just younger, not just British, but a different person altogether. There's a lot to think about when it comes to your character's backstory. In addition to all the normal things that make children amazingly different, you'll also need to decide about blood purity. Were your parents both wizards from long-established wizarding families? Are you a half-blood? Or were you born to muggles? These questions probably have an extreme effect on your character. This is a story about first-year wizards attending Hogwarts. Your characters should be school-aged, they should be wizards, and they need to live in England. If you really want to play an exchange student, we can talk, but I'd rather you focus yourself on creating a traditional Hogwarts student. We'll need to find something as a group that ties us all together. Ideally, we should decide this as a group, but for the time being, consider these possibilities. This is the standard question I always ask, but it's important. How do you think your character will change over the course of the first year? What kind of person do you want to be when you graduate? Tell me what you'd like to see happen to you, and I'll work it into the story. There's no official rulebook for playing in the Harry Potter universe. Fortunately, there are a large number of game systems that are generic and adaptable to any setting. We'll be using the Savage World system. It's very simple, and we'll only do the main attributes for now. Your character starts with 5 of these attributes. Agility is how quick, nimble, and graceful you are. Smarts is how clever or book smart you are. Spirit is like your willpower and force of personality. Strength is your physical strength, and vigor is like your fitness. You start with 1 point in each of these, but you have a pool of 5 points that you can distribute across. A 1 is poor and a 2 is average. Everything above 2 is an increasing level of excellence. Notice that if you want to be above average in one thing, you'll have to be poor in another attribute. So for extra credit, you can submit me your character. Remember, I'm most interested in all the backstory and personality information. Don't just send me 5 statistics.